Welcome back to Spooge MMA with your host Spooge. Today's video we're going to be predicting UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Imavov, and we're going to get to the main event and the main card in general, but first let's start the predicting off with the very first fights on the card, starting with the very first one, WMMA, Rayanne dos Santos versus Puja Tomar. I'm picking dos Santos to win via submission. Puja Tomar, she is good on the feet, but she kind of struggles with the grappling department, plus she has 3 submission losses, and 2 of those submission losses have come via armbar. Rayanne dos Santos, she has 7 submission wins by armbar, so she's going to look to take her down and get some of her grappling on her, bro. Show off her grappling, because her last bout out was more of a stand-up occasion versus her opponent. She didn't go for a takedown. She wasn't even credited for a takedown, but in this bout versus Puja Tomar, look to attack her with the grappling, look to take her down, show off your jiu-jitsu, and submit her via armbar. Let's fucking go, Rayanne dos Santos for the submission win. Next bout, Cody Stamann versus Lapilus. I'm picking Cody Stamann to win via KO. It will be kind of difficult for him because Lapilus does have a 10-inch reach advantage. He likes to beat the body, but Cody Stamann, he can take punishment to the body. When he fought Luan Lacerda landed 40 body strikes, and Cody Stamann still won via decision. So Cody Stamann, he could take punishment to the body, and he has really hard right and left hooks, dude. So I could just see him slipping Lapilus' jab, then fucking getting inside, landing right and left hooks, and just knocking Lapilus out. So I'm going Cody Stamann to win via TKO. So let's go Stamann for the dub. The next fight, Eduarda Moura versus Denise Gomes. I'll be picking Eduarda Moura to win via decision. I mean, Denise Gomes, she struggles with ground opponents. Last bout out versus Angela Hill, she got taken down 5 times out of 9 attempts and got out-controlled for 8 minutes. When she fought Loma Lookboonmee got 4 takedowns out of 5 attempts and out-controlled her for 7 minutes. Eduarda Moura, she's more well-rounded. 4 KO finishes, 5 submission wins. She can just take her down, control her, out-wrestle her for 15 minutes and get the decision win. So I'm going Eduarda Moura for the decision win. It's like, why you want to test the stand-up and why you want to strike with her when you're better all around? Just look to take her down and out-wrestle her for 15 minutes. So let's go Eduarda Moura for the decision win. The next bout, John Castaneda versus Daniel Marcos. I'll be picking John Castaneda to win via decision. This dude's a really good scrapper, bro. Really good fighter. This dude beat Muin Gafarov, who's a really good striker. Got 3 takedowns out of 6 attempts and able to out-control him for 4 minutes. Daniel Marcos, he's a good striker. Don't get me wrong. Leg kicks. He's going to try to compromise the legs of John Castaneda to slow him down. But Castaneda, he has a good, quick left high kick. Really fucking solid on the ground, too. Plus, John Castaneda, he's learned from his loss versus Daniel Santos. Legit, like when he fought Daniel Santos, he rocked Santos, then he went for the finish, went for the kill, went for a mirage of strikes that ended up gassing him out. He let Santos recover, and Santos ended up KOing him. He learned from his mistakes. He learned not to waste all your energy on a mirage of punches. Look to take him down, look to press him up against the fence. If it's just not there, if it's not there, look to take him down and look to out-control him on the ground and look to wrestle him. Press him against the fence, clinch control, wrestle him on the ground, control him on the ground, and win via decision. So I'm going John Castaneda to win via decision. Let's fucking go. Next bout, WMMA, Andrea Lee versus Montana De La Rosa. I'll be picking Montana De La Rosa to win via decision. This is actually a rematch, from 2019. And when their first fight happened, Andrea Lee ended up beating Montana De La Rosa via decision. But since that win, Andrea Lee is 2-7 in the UFC. Holy shit. It's so trash, bro. But Montana De La Rosa, she did pretty solid in their first fight. I mean, she took her down, out-controlled her on the ground, just wasn't busy enough with the short striking, and Andrea Lee ended up out-striking her, had more total strikes. But this time around, I feel like Montana De La Rosa is going to learn from her loss, take her down, take down Andrea Lee, short punches here and there, add up on the total striking, and beat Andrea Lee via decision and give Andrea Lee her 10th loss of her career. So let's go Montana De La Rosa for the decision win. And I know Andrea Lee, she's on a 4-fight skid too, but versus solid fighters, Miranda Maverick, Natalia Silva, Macy Barber, Vivian Araujo, she just gets taken down and out-controlled, and it's going to be the same thing here with Montana De La Rosa. Next bout, Brad Katona versus Jesse Butler. I'll be picking Jesse Butler to win via TKO. I fucking hate Brad Katona, bro. Fucking hate this dude ever since the Ultimate Fighter. But Jesse Butler, I have him winning via TKO. I mean, this dude has a 10-inch reach advantage over Katona. Katona's a midget at 5'6", and Katona, he will try for a takedown, but Jesse Butler's actually really good on the ground. He has double submission wins, then Brad Katona has submission wins, so Butler's going to be the more well-rounded in my opinion. And I know he has one KO finish, but when he KO'd that dude, his left hook was fucking nasty, man. Really fucking nasty. And Brad Katona, he has no KO power himself. And Jesse Butler, in his UFC debut, Jesse Butler got knocked out by Jim Miller, but he doesn't have to worry about any fucking power from Katona. He doesn't have Jim Miller power, so Jesse Butler is going to be pretty solid on the feet, and I just have him just TKOing Brad Katona. Just fucking KO this dude, bro. Let's fucking go Butler. I won't be satisfied with Jesse Butler until he leaves Katona's lifeless body in the middle of the octagon, so let's go Butler for the TKO win. Put Katona out of his misery. Let's fucking go Butler. Next bout, Charles Radtke versus Carlos Prates. I'll be picking Prates to win via TKO. This dude beats the body, beats the legs, has a sharp left hand, and has knees up the middle. But his last bout versus Trevin Giles, it was just such sick high fight IQ. He was throwing knees at Giles to the body to get him to react, to get him to drop his hands. Then later in the bout, Prates went forward on Giles, acted like he was throwing a knee to the body. Then Giles reacted. He dropped his hands, but leaving a perfect opening upstairs. And Prates just landed the left hand that just dropped Giles, KO'd him. In this bout versus Charles Radtke, I have Prates beating the body with his leg kicks, and eventually Radtke's gonna drop his hands. Then boom, head kick over the top and knocks out Charles Radtke. So let's go Prates for the TKO win. KO Charles Radtke. I mean, this dude, honest to God, he took Blood Diamond to a decision, then he KO'd a not really good striker in Gilbert Arbenia. Carlos Prates, this dude's a really good striker. 13 KO finishes. He's going to KO Charles Radtke. So let's go Prates for the TKO finish over Charles Radtke. Next bout, Thiago Moises versus Ludovit Klein. I'll be picking Klein to win via decision. Thiago Moises, he did have a good last bout out. Actually TKO'd his opponent with leg kicks. Klein's not going to be wanting to be leg kicked for 15 minutes. He's going to be wanting to take down Moises. But don't get me wrong, Klein is a good striker on the feet, has 9 KO finishes. But I just feel like he's going to be wanting to get this fight done on the ground, out wrestle Moises. Kind of like when Klein fought Ignacio Bahamondes. You know, he didn't stand with Bahamondes. He got the victory because he takedowns and out-controlled Ignacio. So it's going to be kind of like that. It's going to be a hard, gritty fight for Klein. Gritty victory, but I have him winning via decision. So let's go, my boy, Ludovit Klein. Next bout, the first fight on the main card, Miguel Baeza versus Punahele Soriano. I'll be picking Punahele Soriano to win via KO. Miguel Baeza, this dude's on a 3-fight skid, back-to-back KO losses. And I feel like after 3 losses in a row, I feel like he's going to be kind of hesitant to throw. I mean, dude, I saw this dude do an interview with Felder when he was undefeated at 10-0. He was so happy on where his career was going, dude. Then he goes on a 3-fight skid. I feel like he's going to be kind of hesitant to be in a firefight. And Punahele Soriano, this dude brings a firefight, bro. This dude goes forward, takes it, and throws it right back. Has a bomb of a left hand. I feel like he's just going to be going forward, just getting hit, and just fucking delivering it right back. Miguel Baeza is going to get rocked with the left hand. He's going to go down. Punahele Soriano is going to win via KO. So I'm going my boy Punahele Soriano for the TKO finish. Just feel like Miguel Baeza, no confidence in his skill no more. Hesitant to be in a firefight. He's going to get clipped, and he's going to go down, and he's going to go out cold. So let's go with Soriano for the KO finish. Next bout, Julian Marquez versus Zachary Reese. I'll be picking Marquez to win via TKO. This dude's a brawler, bro. This dude gets inside and throws bombs. And Zachary Reese, last bout out, got slammed by Cody Brundage. This dude got TKO'd slammed by Brundage, bro. It was so fucking sick. But I feel like, you know, he's not going to be ready for the firefight Marquez is going to bring. He's going to get inside and throw bombs, dude. This dude is a brawler. I feel like he's going to rock Zachary Reese. Reese is going to desperately shoot for a takedown. Marquez is going to stuff it, then fucking ground and pound, TKO him. So I'm going Marquez to win via TKO. Next bout, Bruno Ferreira versus Dustin Stoltzfus. I'll be picking Bruno Ferreira to win via TKO. This dude has heavy hands, bro. And this dude knocked out Gregory Rodriguez with just a left hand. Just a basic left hand. Drops Rodriguez, and he goes out cold. Dustin Stoltzfus, dude, this dude's not going to be ready for the stand-up. 2 KO finishes compared to Bruno Ferreira's 8. This dude's not going to be ready. This dude will be shooting for takedowns, but Bruno Ferreira is going to be stuffing him. Then eventually Ferreira would knock out Dustin Stoltzfus on the feet with the left hand. So I'm going Bruno Ferreira for the TKO finish. Stuff the takedowns, beat him up on the feet. Eventually going to TKO him with the left hand. So let's go Bruno Ferreira. Next bout, Raul Rosas Jr. versus Ricky Teresios. I'll be picking Ricky Teresios to win via decision. Tiresias, he's kind of fought someone that has the same game plan Raul Rosas Jr. has when he was on the tough finale versus Brady Highstand. Highstand got 6 takedowns at 11 attempts and was able to outcontrol Ricky for 7 minutes, but Ricky still won, still outlanded him and dropped him even. And last bout out for Ricky versus Kevin Natividad. Natividad got more takedowns, but Ricky Tiresias was able to outcontrol Kevin. But versus Raul Rosas Jr., I feel like it's going to be kind of the same thing. Raul Rosas Jr. might score on a couple takedowns, but I feel like Ricky Tiresias is going to have a crazy scramble, and he's going to end up on top position, end up in the control. And I feel like on the feet, Raul Rosas Jr. is not going to be wanting to exchange. I feel like Ricky Tiresias is more of the scrapper. But Raul Rosas Jr., his last bout out versus Terrence Mitchell, it was like, bro, Terrence Mitchell, before his UFC debut, he was in Alaska fighting people in Alaska. Like, who the fuck is fighting in Alaska, dude? But in this case, I have Ricky Tiresias winning via decision. Raul Rosas Jr. is going to score on a couple takedowns. Ricky's going to have a crazy scramble, going to end up on top position, end up in control. He's going to win this fight by out-controlling Raul Rosas Jr. and outlanding Raul Rosas Jr. So let's go Ricky Tiresias for the decision win. Beat the fucking kid. Beat the fucking teenager, bro. Let's fucking go Ricky for the decision win. Next bout out, the co-main event, Dominic Reyes versus Dustin Jacoby. I'll be picking Jacoby to win via TKO. I mean, bro, Dominic Reyes' chin is fucking shattered, bro. It's like cracked glass waiting to be shattered, and I feel like he's going to overthrow in the left hand. Dustin Jacoby's going to hit him with the right hand. And, dude, when Dustin Jacoby fought Kennedy Nzechukwu is a fellow southpaw like Dominic Reyes, and then when you saw that fight, you just see Nzechukwu just stalking Jacoby down. Then he let go with the left hand, landed on Jacoby, but Jacoby ate it and rocked him with the right hand as he threw it and fucking dropped Nzechukwu, ended up TKOing him. But that's going to be the story of the fight. Dustin Jacoby is going to eat what Dominic Reyes throws at him. He's going to throw it right back, and he's going to end up knocking out Dominic Reyes. So let's go Jacoby for the TKO win. It's actually crazy that Reyes is the fighter that actually put Jon Jones in hiding for 3 years, but he goes to a decision with Jon Jones. Then he fights Jan Blachowicz, gets KO'd by Jan Blachowicz, fights Yuri Prochazka, gets spinning elbowed by Yuri Prochazka. Then he fights Ryan Spann, gets knocked out by Ryan Spann. I feel like when Spann knocked out Reyes, it was like Spann putting Reyes in the coffin. Then when Jacoby knocks out Reyes this weekend, I feel like Jacoby would putting the nail in the coffin for Dominic Reyes' career. So let's go Jacoby for the TKO win. Let's fucking go. Next bout, the main event of the evening, Cannonier versus Nassourdine Imavov. I'll be picking Cannonier to win via TKO. Late rounds, TKO. Cannonier, his last bout out versus Marvin Vettori. This dude set the UFC record for significant strikes landed, bro. And, dude, if it wasn't Vettori, like, Vettori has, like a retard strength chin. Like, this dude can't get finished, bro. This dude can't get knocked out. But I feel like Cannonier, if he would have fought any other middleweight and he had the same performance that he had versus Marvin Vettori, he's TKOing whoever the fuck he's fighting, bro. 200 significant strikes landed. That's fucking insane, man. It's really crazy, bro. And Imavov, he did have a good last performance versus Roman Dolidze. He did drop Roman Dolidze, but he did manage up only taking him to a decision. And I feel like Cannonier is going to look to have a big performance, a big finish on Saturday over Imavov. I feel like early on he's going to attack the body, legs. Then I feel like he's going to land something on Imavov, hurt him, and eventually he's going to take him down, get into like side control or mount up and start landing some heavy elbows later rounds. And I feel like Imavov's not going to take it. He's going to TKO him, just like when he fought Derek Brunson, bro. Like, he rocked Brunson with something, ended up taking him down, ended up ground and pounding him and TKOing him. So let's go Cannonier for the TKO win. Late round TKO. Let's fucking go Cannonier. Hopefully this fight night makes up for last week. I mean, dude, last week UFC 302, if the final 3 fights weren't on that card is a throwaway card. Like, on God, if the last 3 fights, if Kevin Holland didn't fight, Sean Strickland didn't fight, Islam Makhachev didn't fight, that card sucks, dude. Let's be honest. So hopefully UFC Fight Night, Louisville makes up for it. Hopefully Cannonier has a good performance and has a good finish. Legit fights to watch out for is the main event, of course, Cannonier versus Imavov. The co-main event, there's going to be a finish in the co-main event. Brunno Ferreira is going to have a good performance. Miguel Baeza versus Punahele Soriano is going to be a good fight to watch. Charles Radtke versus Carlos Prates. And then Cody Stamann versus Taylor Lapilus are going to be some good fights to watch. And hopefully it's a good fight night, bro. Hopefully there's actually a TKO finish on this card, unlike last week on the pay-per-view. And, dude, I feel like this card is going to be pretty solid. And, yeah, dude, Spooge Army, I salute the troops. Hoorah! Now fuck off.